Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 Medieval Battle. This is round 5 out of 5 of the History of Hungary tournament. This one will be a paired match against Cyber Hetman. I have Hungarian with Polish allies against Ottoman Turkish. Cyber Hetman's a very solid player. I did beat him the last time we played in the tournament, but that is no cause for overconfidence. Now, those of you who watch regularly may be saying, round 5, where's round 4? So in round 4, I was paired against Nosy Rat, who I think is the best Field of Glory player there is. Unfortunately, he had the intrusion of real life getting in the way of video games, so I was unable to play more than a few turns. As a result, I got the standard by score of 150, which is equivalent to scraping by 2 narrow wins, which maybe I would have. It's hard to say. Anyway, that puts me in the current top spot, and if I win this match, I have a pretty good chance of taking first overall in the tournament. Cyber Hetman, like I said, solid player. This is the ongoing, but historically, third place, fourth, first, second, etc. So I do have to pay attention. Okay, I've gone a bit unorthodox here, both force comp and deployment, and we'll see if this bites me in the ass later. So force comp wise, only 3 Lightfoot and 5 units of non-Lightfoot. Where the hell are they? Previous using crossbowmen and Clipiati crossbowmen and handgunners. So these are pretty good at shooting. The handgunners need range 1 to be most effective, but still pretty good at shooting. They're pretty steady at fending off cavalry. I didn't get the wagons because they are slow, and I don't love that. Maybe I'll regret that. 3 artillery pieces. The unorthodox part is, in addition to my 6 men-at-arms type cavalry units, 3 of them mercenary because they're cheaper, 12 units of light cavalry. Some of them are lancers, some of them are bow light spear swords, and some of them are bow swords. So why? And also, why am I here when I could be deploying to take this? Well, looking at the grid, his deployment zone is also 10 tiles, so this is the limit. So he could probably take this ground with Janissaries and Lightfoot and light cavalry by the time my non-light cavalry started to get here, and then we'd be fighting uphill against rough ground. No thank you. So with my deployment, there's some possibilities. He might be going all in on this hill, in which case I will take this hill and this hill in rough, deploy here, and either invite battle in the open or then have to figure out how to crack a fortress. Which sucks, but it's better to do that on your own terms with time to deploy everyone as you want than to trickle in uphill a few units at a time and get fucked up. Okay, or he'll deploy straight line across, in which case we can attempt to gain a fire superiority over the front before advancing with our men-at-arms. We'll see which of those scenarios plays out. Some rough ground here is kind of a problem. Perhaps I want to be prepared for that with an additional light infantry archer, and the one on this flank can be prepared to seize that built-up area or anchor on this rough. Okay, so the plan really depends on his deployment, but either we face off here and then fight in the open, he takes this, and then I deploy here and figure out some way to approach the fortress, or we fight it out here in the valley between our 2 hills. All this light cavalry, whether it's a good choice or not, will depend on the choices that he makes. It's a gamble. But I kind of figured that they'll allow me to maintain some control, shield my men-at-arms till I can get them into action. They're also hard to kill. So we'll see. This is a bit outside of my comfort zone, but I am not convinced that going all in on non-light cavalry will be that useful, and I am very persuaded that melee foot is not going to be useful in this battle due to all the missile power that the Ottomans bring. Massed archers are one possibility given this valley situation, but there's so much cavalry running around that I don't think so. We'll see. Next turn, Cyberheaven says enjoy. In our last game, I got lessons on how to use Swiss Kyles. I wonder what kind of lesson I will get now. Well, I hope I'm in a position to give lessons. We'll see about that, though. What do we got? So, 7 light cavalry? Yeah. And 3 light foot as opposed to my... Yeah. Well, we'll see if this ends up feeling like overkill or not. In the meantime, we can cover the front of our artillery, just in case. Light archers can go occupy that, then maybe start hopping over to that rough ground there. Okay. Then, yep, we're just going to avoid this bullshit. Thanks, but no thanks. While the foot come out to solidify our grip on this hill here. There, that's good. Can you... where do we want the heavy horse? Do we stay here, or do we go all in on trying to push that? The problem with trying to push that is the medium foot, etc. can swarm that rough ground. Maybe we don't want that. What to do with our light cavalry here? Do we throw a few units this way to just keep him on his toes? I think that's probably advisable. Even if we don't end up engaging here at all, just being around could be useful. Alright. Next turn. We'll use these 4 to try to drag off more points worth of troops off from us. We'll see if that actually turns out. That hill's being yielded to me. That's good. Let's see how we can take advantage. Not fully yielded, I suppose there's Akinjis to deal with, but I'm pretty confident we can take care of them. Those bows there. Now we can't just push into here, unfortunately. But we can at least threaten some lance charges. Even get to work here. Why not? Go here, or we could go here and then turn. I think that should be good. Tempting, but long range. I think I'd rather Overwatch there. Then light archers can try to shield the artillery from archery at least. That's pretty chunky. Why don't we keep a heavy cavalry reserve and push up the foot? You lot hang out back here and just exist. And that alone should be a contribution. Okay, so the goal. Seize that hill. If he comes in, hopefully artillery superiority can help us overcome even the Janissaries in rough. Man-at-arms, fucking smash. Very sophisticated, I know. Just a heads up that I lost the voiceover on a few turns coming up here, so sorry about that. Next turn, Cybers, I guess I will learn something after all. But I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. Thinking it's a bad thing, 'cause it's not exactly looking wonderful for me here. That's nice though. Oof. If they disrupt, it doesn't really matter that much. And still get into contact. Well done, he saw the danger there. Bounced, okay. It's looking dangerous, but not fatally so at the moment. Let's get to work. Knight's gonna knight. Okay. Away. And assist there. Good. If we go here, can we still? Yep. Okay, then what? What do we do with you? Do we try to go all the way around here? Try to chase them down. I think we probably just try to go around. This is a bit of a temptation. And we smack them, then we can clear 2 units potentially. Problem is, how long is it going to take for them to come back? This, we could actually probably... We could tank the impact and charge, then they could countercharge, we would countercharge, so on and so forth. Oh, that is actually extremely amusing, and I could not have predicted that. Yeah, holy shit. Alright, cool. Come on. Good. No, but they need to bounce. So we can't just move forward here without getting flanked. Just need one little bit more archery on them. There it is. Okay. Good. You can soak in these arrows at least. See if you can't impact just a bit so that we can get cleared the situation. Accomplish something on the way out. We charge, we're stuck in melee. If we don't charge, we'll get shot at. Let's give them a volley, and then next turn we can charge when we have the fallback space. Alright, getting interesting. Next turn. Come on. Perfect. At least we got one of them. Oh, shit. Fair enough. Do we break? No, so then we can drop them next. Kind of a mess, but could be worse. Good. Alright, well, for starters, we can try to smash. Boom. Love it. Okay. Then, what? We need to work on getting a frag here. Start with close range archery and cannon fire. Can try this one too. Cannon fire, crossbow fire. That break. Come on. Charge them soon. Next. See if they'll break on impact. Good. Next. Good. And shoot. And shoot. Add the handgunners. Okay. Try to pin them in. Force the auto drop. See if they'll break. Away. Charge. Nice. This is a bit dodgy. Okay, still doing okay. In which case... threaten some kind of rear charge. You're about to auto brake, so get out of there. You are also doomed, so go here and then here. So if he tries to set up a drop, we can at least try to shove them off into charge. You are totally screwed. Do a bit of damage. It's a good margin, but we're gonna lose 1, maybe 2, 3 units. If in exchange we can take out one of these and one of these, we should be in good shape. Right, I'm getting a thanks for the game, which makes me certainly optimistic here. Let's see what's up with that. Yeah, we knew that was coming. We might then lose some light guns to the pursuit base as well. They might auto brake, they're in a bad way. Yeah. Huh, not quite. That drops us under the 25 threshold that we need. And fall back. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That takes us back over the 25. Nice. Alright. That turned around abruptly. I was feeling very heavily pressured with those disrupts in my men-at-arms. But in the end, yeah, our grand battery. So I got really worried when the Janissaries got into here, but it did end up going to plan in the end. I just didn't expect my infantry to disrupt so readily throughout. But they did their job. And, I mean, being able to take this hill, I have lights here, incredibly useful. Yeah. So in the end, this actually kind of straightforwardly went to plan, but I was not expecting that. I would also note here 3 units of light cavalry versus 3 light cavalry and a non-light cavalry. So profit in points for us there. So with one match completed, I am at 2nd place. If I can win the mirror, I think I'll probably be able to secure 1st place for myself. But it's touch and go over there. So, good game, Cyber Hetman. Till next time.